Ooh, well done, DJ.
Nice work.
Karate goal, DJ. Ravel, ball boy. DJ. Oh God, Clemens.
All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV, people. I'm glad to have you guys here. Hopefully, you guys have already hit the like button, most definitely. So, the Reggae Boys have arrived in Jamaica this morning, according to my time, about possibly 7 o'clock or 7 a.m. That's the time that I saw the players. And what I realized that the players are keen on updating us on what's happening. And this is how the players are doing it. This is how the players are doing it. Um, they are using their Instagram as a key leading factor in how they pass on this information. So they want us to decipher the information. They want us to really look into what's happening. So that is how they're doing it. Anyways, people, before we get to details, guys, please ensure that you smash the like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. I will be dropping the link quite soon. But before I drop the link, I want to run through some stuff. I'm going to highlight some stuff to show you guys this morning and discuss. But it's important that we appreciate that what the guys are doing. They arrive early. No, the big question of the day is, today is the day we should know if the boys will be playing the match tomorrow or not. Today is the day when we will know. Tough luck. The Suriname team will be training this morning, and the Suriname team, what I thought they did some light session yesterday evening. And they did light session yesterday evening, I believe, like some gym fitness work. And then now they're going to have a training session this morning. I think that will be at Stadium East. Then this evening, they will take it to the National Stadium. Unfortunately for the Reggae Boys, they do not have that luxury. They arrived this morning. Remember, the Reggae Boys have been up from about, because I was on a live on 11 p.m. last night. I was on a Reggae Boy Instagram live, and they were packing up stuff and trying to sort out things. So it means that they haven't got any rest from that time period. Go straight back up until the departure. I believe the departure of the flight was about 2 or 3 a.m. this morning. And then now, I think that is the time, because based off how the Instagram posts are coming in, then they arrive this morning between 6 or 7 o'clock. Now, it is tough. it is tough. People, it's tough. For all those who travel, you guys know that you guys know. So even though when them na the plane, right? It is not really easy to sleep in the plane. That's the reason why I like night flights, where basically when I can actually catch a rest, but not everyone can sleep on a flight. Now we have questions. We have so much questions, and it's difficult. Yesterday, there was supposed to be a press conference yesterday. That press conference was supposed to go along because when I was at the last press conference, Mr. Earl Bailey did say that they will organize a press conference for Sunday that would be concluding the game on Saturday, and also discussing the pre-match for Tuesday in ways that would have gone off the board. Now we have to factor in when will be the next press conference. Will there be a press conference today, this morning, or tonight? It's important that we get that information, because I'm telling you, there's going to be some tough questions. And most importantly, who will be at the press conference answering this question? Will it be Paul Hall or Meron Gordon? So these are all aspects. And people, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, it's tough, I'm sorry for Reggae Boys. Honestly, over the weekend, the game with them play over the weekend, I went in extremely harsh in the post-match reaction. Yes, unfortunately, that was the performance. I have to evaluate the performance as per. But under these circumstances, it is tough for the players. It was tough. It is tough for the players. Let me run through some of the comments, people. Comments are move mad early out. Shani FF said, hey guys, big up Shani. Classic, big up as well. People, guys, I'm begging you, get the stream over 100 likes in no time. Before 10 minutes into the stream. We are now at 8:14. By 8:20, we should at least pass 100 likes. By 8:20, we should have at least pass 100 likes. Get it up for me, guys. Please do assist us in doing so. It really, really helps. So please do that, people. So basically, yesterday evening, if you guys would have looked at some of the Suriname players' status, if you follow some of the Suriname players, you'd have seen that they were touring the entire Kingston. Suriname team was touring the entire Kingston. They went down by the Bob Marley Museum. These guys are taking picture over the entire Jamaica. Probably gone up on Wachigan beach side. We don't know if them reach at Taboo. We don't know if them gone Grand Jerk Center. Pier 1. We don't know where they're all over the place. These guys are enjoying the best out of Jamaica, coming to Jamaica, whilst the Reggae Boyz are struggling to find their footing inside of their country. And I said something, I said something on my stream yesterday. I said, what if Jamaica can hitchhike a flight on the Suriname flight? Yeah? What? I did say it. At least I came up with a solution. Jump on the Suriname flight and say, hey, one Jamaica. You have space, can hold a few more. One Kingston. As a Suriname conductor on the flight, I said, one Kingston. and Leon Bailey and Lou say, you have space, can hold two more. Leon Bailey and Lou, I say, you have space, can hold two more. I say, yeah, man, squeeze up, man, go over, squeeze up, man. You can't just go over this, man. Just a phone and them, man, they can. Best sorry, they can't just go over some, man. And just make some space run at the back part of the plane. And make him and them get some space, And by the time we reach close to Jamaica now, man, them say, you fear everybody. Man, they say, fear everybody. I tell you now. Woo. All right, so I'm run through the comments. Big up the original Zilla, a member of the channel. As a forward like Tazia, big up as well. O'Neill said, guys are here on other stream. There's a protesting. Yes, I know of the protest. I will be part of that protest as well. Kimo Dale said, good morning, everyone. Singer the Killer said, up and ready, MG. Michael Woodburn said, up. Classic said, drop the link. May I drop it now? People, drop the link. People, carry the video over 100, please. We have 3 more minutes to go for the video to reach 100 likes. 3 more minutes. Most definitely, I would really appreciate it if you guys do so. So 3 more minutes, people. We're at 60 likes. So we have 3 more minutes to get it over 100. Super chat there, Rolando Cardinal, big up. Bro, I don't think I've ever seen another organization so shambolic. As a matter of fact, JFF isn't an organization, it's a disorganization. Hey, Rolando, I agree with this. The organization, well, the disorganization sets up, and you can't find something to explain it. Normally, that's why they run like a party shop, but that's blatant disrespect to party shop. Just drop the link, guys. That's blatant disrespect to party shop. I do think that there's too much. All right, you ever heard the saying that when you're small, that if you have what do you call it, like too much rat at the one hole, it can't turn out good. There's too much say into what's happening here in this team. There's too much people having say, like too much persons bringing forward their inputs. And I'm not talking about external, I'm talking about within the organization. Everyone wants that level of power. Everyone is running. There's a power fight, a power struggle. Everyone wants to be the one who's actually, I have done this, I have done that. And I've been in an organization where that is of same sentiments, where everyone wants to say that I want to be the man who said, because unfortunately, that's even how the military operates. Everyone wants to be the one that has something to say, that I did this, I did that. And now, when it comes on to doing your part of the job, you struggle. You cannot fulfill your criteria, and then now it that seems as if things are just not just never going. I'm going to go as how you don't expect it to be. People have 1 more minute. 87 likes, people. We have 1 more minute to go before 8:20. Guys, get it up, please, guys, get it up. Let's get it there before the 1 more minute close off, please. We have 87 likes, people. We have just a minute on 8:20. I would really appreciate if you reach 100 likes. So get it there, people. Go and smash that like button. It's not hard. It's not difficult. 8:20, and I didn't hit the 100 mark. 8:20, and I didn't hit the 100 mark. Anyway, so we have some people coming on to the chat, and I know for a fact that these guys are some disgruntled guys coming on. Let me set up my earphone. We have a lot to discuss here, and I do think that we're going to get into some details. Let me hear.
Military.
Big up Classic. Big up J Gent. Anonymous.
Military. First thing first. I want to say something to your fans, military.
Mm-hmm.
I send something to you by your WhatsApp. Check it. Our people, I create a good for criticize, and I some of the highlight the issues, but come with solution and find a way can help, and everybody can be part of the protest. So I create a petition. We have 35 signatures so far. Mm-hmm. Even if the petition no work, we can bring an awareness to JFF. Mm-hmm. So I'm go drop a link in the comments.
Sign the petition.
Everybody go sign the petition. Mm-hmm. Only thing I need to sign is put an email address and a name. And when you sign it, you share it.
But I don't see Classic. You don't send it to me. I don't see it on WhatsApp.
I'm sending back.
Alright, so just drop a link in the comment section. And I know, so what go on?
Yeah, I'm there in the military, but Jano, the situation, the JFF is really, it's shambolic. It's really disgusting. I mean, these are professional footballers.
If you get
big people, you know, big man, you know, like, I don't know how this organization continues to run like this. You get me? Mm-hmm. It's like you deal with professional footballers and everything, and yet still, like, before a tournament, it's not like a last night or like Friday night, them know them are going to Suriname, right? So why things are not put in place from at all at time? It's not like this, the CONCACAF nations will just pop up. You get me?
Yeah, man.
So I'm saying, like...
Yeah, man, I'm it, yeah.
I don't
know
Anonymous. If JFF them not organized, why not seek assistance like from one of the travel companies or something? Because you know, military travel companies out there who could have sort out the thing for the players. Like, this is fully embarrassing. And then, as you said, for Suriname, for reach Jamaica before Jamaica, it was have for dead with love. Suriname tour the place, and I go on like a them place, and
bro, here they reach.
This is a joke.
Suriname all over Jamaica enjoy themselves.
This is a joke.
The man then come, they might eat them ackee and saltfish. They might all of the delights, the Jamaican delights. They might ensure to them partake night. They might ensure to them partake night.
This is really a Netflix series. Not even Netflix could even make up. Honestly, you would think at least Jamaica would have a return flight to Jamaica amongst everything. You get me?
One way flight.
I'll be there's a pay for flight, charter flight.
So,
I wouldn't be surprised. I most definitely wouldn't be surprised.
Question, military. Are fans allowed to the next game, the home leg? Fans allowed for that one?
Yeah, fans are allowed. Now, this is the reason why there's an organized protest going on, setting up right now.
Military, the protest is also organized, and people have problem with it. Like, it's like ego, like everyone want to take credit for it and be like, I am the one get this done. Some people say they don't want to go with leader. Some people say they don't want to go with cataract lead. So people, them nobody not to be leader. Everybody just be organized and be one leader and go as one and protest.
Well, as an Arsenal fan, I'm used to protest. We know all about that military. We know that already. But I think it's a defining moment, the protest, because the game, it is going to be the first one in a while where fans have been to the stadium. So I feel like it's a big game, that one, with everything going on, because I think if the boys don't perform in that game, they really are gonna feel everything from the fans. You get me? And Jamaican people, they don't hold back, So I think that game is a really big game. Because I have to put in a performance, and I think this will gather a lot of attention to the bigger situation, because I don't know how you have an organization that is calling big players, calling players to play for them. They want big names, they want people playing for them, and they're so disorganized. It really leaves a sour taste in professional football players' mouth, to be honest.
That is so true. And so I have received information yesterday. Big up Ryan LFC, massive respect, bro. I have received information yesterday, quite credible information as well, that some of the players from the UK have not been paid for the last set of World Cup qualifiers game that they played. And also, I was informed that some particular person, same Dalton win. This was information I got. That same Dalton win. Look at Mikel Antonio, telling Mikel Antonio that he's rich. They don't need to give him any money. So I'm like, is that can't be real?
Military. That's why the players
Mikel Antonio and
military.
Andre Gray. I'm like, that can't be real.
That's why players them now come because this unprofessional. Player them not used to this level of unprofessionalism. That's why they're not committed. Or if you're committed to an organization like a PFF. And word of mouth spread, the players them go talk to other players. That's why sometimes we go for call up some players from England, they're not coming because they go ask players what it's like. The expert player them go tell them to not go. If a player come to me, go tell them to steer far away as possible from JFF.
That's true.
And that is true. And that's so true. And these are the situations that we consistently have over and over again. And I do think we have it has fostered a real, like a cut, a bad sore, and they continuously put a band-aid over it rather than trying to let the sore get a little bit better. But they just continue to put band-aid over it, so it started to swelling and the heat and congestion, and it just break out. This is actually the breaking point for many of the players. I'm going to share some of the things that I've taken away from the players' Instagram. As I said, I was on one of the players live last night, up until last night. This is Andrew Blake basically announcing that they are in Jamaica, basically 7:08, and he said good night. So that this is what, as I said, this is what the players are doing to basically highlight some of the issues. I do think that because they can't speak out directly, they said that. This is what Flemings posted last night. Just the love where we have for our country, make us still there represent. I know most persons wouldn't say that some of these players shouldn't be doing this and shouldn't be doing that because of performances and this and that and quality. But nevertheless, we should be reminded that these are football players playing under hard, adverse conditions. And I'm telling you, if you were actually a part of that team, coming in this morning, jet lag, you haven't rest for the last 10 to 15 hours, you haven't gotten any significant amount of rest, you're going to get probably a 3 to 4 hours rest in the day. Then by later, you're expected to be a training session, fully ready and functioning. And then now tomorrow, you're expected as well to perform at a high intensity level. It's not easy. It's not easy. This is not a professional environment for players to really foster their best quality. It is just not. And we could look at it on many different factors, but it is just not a professional environment to get the players playing at 100%. We also would have heard that the game that they played against Suriname, the first leg against Suriname, basically the players arrived at the stadium late, which means that they didn't get the opportunity to put in proper warm-up session and all these aspects. So JFF is now pending a fine because of the late arrival. So these things are things that we have to factor in and consider. It's not easy. It's really not easy, because I don't even know how to explain to backside. I don't even know how. But the players are really showing their distress, and they're just taking it to the social media. 4:43 a.m. at an airport at 4:43 a.m. It's not a good look, people. It's most definitely not a good look.
Military, this me talk about every time we take 2 steps forward, we take a million steps backwards.
And I think many people are. Look at this comment. Big up Roland Akadna, one more of the members of the channel. I know we love to hate on the JFF as fans, but Jesus Christ, JFF don't help themselves at all. Every chance they get to disappoint, they do it with flying. It's a Roland. Every opportunity that the JFF get to upset or disappoint the Reggae Boys, the Reggae Boy fan base, and the Reggae Boy team, and they do it at the best capability. If they had invested, the same potential or interest in disappointing the fans and the Reggae Boys in doing their job correctly, I do think that probably would have one of the best and most astute run organization. I'm telling you.
Military, you know what? I think, to be honest, as an outsider looking at some of the players that the JFF have called to represent them, you know, Amari Hutchinson, I don't think a lot of people know, he's a big name in England, you know. He's a very good youngster at Arsenal. Very, very good youngster. And not because I'm an Arsenal fan, am I pushing an agenda or anything, but I'm just saying he's a very good youngster. It leaves a very bad taste in their mouth to say all of this, you know, seeing some of the senior players that they would talk to and ask about how camp and stuff. Say it's looking
all things bad. Are, you know,
I think this is an unpopular opinion among a lot of people, but I do think Jamaica, with the quality of players they have and who they're able to call to represent them, they do have one of the better squads in CONCACAF, but they're poorly managed and they underperform. I believe at the Gold Cup, Jamaica could have gone further than that. The football was poor. I believe in qualifying, if Tapper had probably left earlier, they could have probably done something else, but I believe the JFF is just so stuck in their ways that they're literally ruining like the golden generation Jamaica has. Because Mikel Antonio, if you actually put a proper system in place with a lot of these players, you would get the best out of them. Like, you can't have Bailey just run up and down for long ball. You have to give balls through the lines. Like, look how him play at Leverkusen, link up play, ball on the ground. Yeah, it's like they just never. The style of football is like you want Rolls Royce players, but then it's like you want to like have them on like Crystal Punch budget. You get me? It's like you want to have Rolls Royce players.
Crystal Punch budget, the 1992 ladder budget.
Yeah, it's like you want to have top name footballers and big names, but it's like you don't want to play them properly or make them play in a system to get the best out of them. So I really feel like
I'm seeing some conflicting report here that Winston Fowling said that military report out is that Chris Williams is the one who acquired the fund to get the players home. Wow. And then no Chris. Then no.
I mean, military. That's the JC old boy Chris Williams. The matter.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. I think he's actually running the JPL now.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I think he's running. Is it JPL? I think it's a PCLA. All right. PLCA. Simon Bowen said MG both Leon and Babsy Grange paid for the flight. So that's two conflicting reports now. I would have to get that accurate. Let me see if there. I'm gonna see if there's nothing to glean supporting that.
Military. When they got Suriname, why 14 delegates go in the team?
Whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot. 14 delegates. What are those delegates comprised of?
I don't know what their purpose like. At first, I see every time they play a friendly or a match, delegates are come. Like you're not part of a coaching staff. You finna come watch match on TV. Or a free flight I want.
All right, so this is a report that came out this morning. Let me read through this report. It says turmoil. I don't know if you guys can see accurately. Michael Uber, the players are actually in Jamaica. I'm not sure if they're staying at a hotel. Last time I heard that it was actually the preparation for them was to stay at the Captain Norrisborough Center, in which I think that's crap. But anyways, so this is what the paper says. Pressure mounts and Gensek went to quit. Boys militant. Coach resign. Flight cook up. So let me read through. Veteran football administrator Carvel Stewart believes the Jamaica Football Federation is now reaping what has been sown with what he described as a sweeping incompetence, which has now triggered a firestorm of controversy that has pushed the administration close to the brink. Stewart's sentiments came as he weighed in on reports that interim coach of the senior national team, Paul Hall, has indicated that he'll be stepping down, while players have called for the resignation of General Secretary Dalton Wynn in a leaked voice note in which JFF President Michael Ricketts seemingly supported the call. The voice note surfaced hours after the boys were held to a 1-1 stalemate by Suriname in their opening Group A Nation League away assignment on Saturday, at which point it was reported that Hall told the JFF top brass that he will be resigning with immediate effect. To add insult to injury, the Reggae Boyz, who were scheduled to arrive in the island on Sunday ahead of Tuesday's return leg encounter against Suriname at the National Stadium, will now arrive today after a follow-up with flight plans. It is understood that the administration was unable to tie down agreements for the initial chartered flight, and as such had to seek alternative arrangements. I said agreements. Arrangements. My apologies. Interestingly, the Suriname team arrived in the island and scheduled on Sunday. Stewart says Wint has been at the center of the JFF consistent failure and mismanagement, and so calls for his resignation comes as no surprise. So see the man, yeah? The man will make everything happen. The man will make everything a turmoil. Let me continue to read the latter stages. All right. So I did propose that the president go to the public and see if he could find in corporate Jamaica somebody accomplished in management and employed that person as a general secretary. Don't go for a solo football person. It's good if a potential candidate is known in football, but don't go for someone who thinks that they have to be present for every trip and every assignment when they are supposed to be running the company. So that has to change. That's a good point. That's a very good point. For some reason, he believes that he must be at every outing with the team, and that's, you don't need to. You don't really need that. Let me continue. So that has to change. Otherwise, we're not going anywhere. Stuart argued. In fact, Stuart, who was in the past trade of the JFF compromising its authority to players, couldn't avoid the irony of the current situation involving Wint when compared to what transpired with Vin Blaine, who resigned after a letter signed by 20 members of the Red Girls team was sent to the JFF calling for Blaine's removal. This is a voice note an individual was heard saying, "Mr. President, we need to hear it." So it's not a case in which the girls write a letter. This is actually a voice note stating everything, and they went straight to the president with this one. Even though the girls are more professional, but the Reggae Boyz said, "Hey, this has to happen right now. We don't have the time to prepare a letter, check grammatical errors and all. No, we want to do this right now." Our voice believed to be that of Ricketts, You know, Vice President. So on behalf of the team captain, vice captain, we are asking Mr. Wint to resign. That's the only way we move forward. We can get your word on that. The second individual, Mr. Ricketts, offered and said, I am saying I agree. You agree as the president? Okay. The militant players had also threatened to not take field against Suriname as they reportedly raised many pressing issues with the hierarchy, including the call for Wint to go. People, this is a lot of things happening. Let me run through a few of the comments. Comment section, I move mad. Robert Smith said Chris Williams pay for the team Minister of Sports and Minister of Foreign Affairs help. Okay. All right. Big up Jairus. Eagle said, I hope they repay Leon Bailey because you don't want Craig Butler paying the JFF a visit. Chris Smith said, Gunnar, everybody was saying that English players are not committed, but nobody isn't talking about the JFF joke out the thing. I agree 100%. No, man, not everyone is saying that, you know. Remember, even in the Paul Hall press conference, he spoke about that some. He said that based on the reasons why some of these players didn't give an excuse, he just didn't feel that way. Brian said, it's time to go, must resign. Michael Ricketts, Raymond Anderson, Bruce Gaynor, Peter Reed, Dalton Wynn, Courtney Jackson, Wendell Doswell, Rudolph Speed, and Roy Simpson. Where is Anderson in all of this? We haven't heard anything from Anderson in all of this. We have no idea what's going on with him at this point. Big up Riley Maya. Thanks for coming in the chat. Spinity Music, Sports Minister and Leon did it. Mr. Butler said it last night. Okay. Shaquille Smith said Paul Hall gone back to England or him in Jamaica. That's a good question. No, I am not sure. I have no clue on that one. What I try to do is keep up to date with the Reggae Boyz Instagram posts, because these guys are releasing everything on their story. It's a deliberate action, though. It is most definitely a deliberate action, because they want things to be seen. But they know for a fact that when they do it, people like me who's just always so inquisitive will see it, and then I'm going to say something about it. So I do believe that that's one of the reasons why they consistently doing it. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can get any more updates on that. All right, so nope, there's no more updates on that as yet. But as soon as there's more updates, most definitely I will run it by you guys. Gerald said, big up Chris. Ricardo Wilby said, the entire JFF body must resign. Marcus Messiah Garvey said, I like Paul Hall for Jamaica. No, as I mentioned on the program yesterday, this is what happened, right? If Paul Hall should step down, I do think that we're going to be losing the entirety of Jamaican football is going to get a massive, massive hit. This is why. Paul Hall, as a national coach, his target was not only the senior team. He had heavy focus on getting the Jamaican football in Jamaica at a level. I do think that that's a good way to go about business. Starting to focus on Jamaica on a holistic value, not just the Reggae Boyz team. So Paul Hall is actually reconstructing the shape of how we view football in Jamaica. Most of us would have viewed football in Jamaica at the top brass. As in, I think it would be Reggae Boyz, schoolboy football, Jamaica Premier League. Then now everything would follow after that in football. I think even like corner leagues, actually the corner leagues probably in front of the local league as well, the Jamaica Premier League, corner league, because everyone wants to support their community team. But anyways, nonetheless, Paul Hall is implementing the aspect of let's get the youths involved. Let's start football from the ground, from the grassroots. Let's get football fixed from the grassroots in Jamaica. All the coaching courses, all these things that are being implemented. That is Paul Hall main aim. That is what he's trying to do. That is his implementation of making football get better. Now, if Paul Hall should leave this project right now, I'm not sure if the next man coming in will have that guile or even want to take up that project. That is the reason why Paul Hall said it's a long-term project. Not with the Reggae Boyz, no. With football in Jamaica is a long-term project. So when Paul Hall speaks, you can say, okay, he has a plan for football in Jamaica. All right, so guys, I'm going to open the phone line now. I'm going to open the phone line so you guys can call in. I'm going to open the phone line so you guys can call in. Some more comments. Chris Smith said, so good. You really think that they had the money to buy the tickets from England when they don't even have the money to bring the players from Suriname? True. Marcus Messiah said, military, I wrote on your IG page, I won't support the team till the current JFF leave. When they mess up the friendly, that messed me up. Look what's happening now. No, the friendly with Uruguay, actually, Paul Hall was the one who actually turned down the friendly with Uruguay. He was the one who turned down the friendly with Uruguay because he would have realized that the Uruguay match would have affixed in between this Suriname game and the next game against Mexico. And Paula said, no, in regards to traveling, rest, fatigue, all these aspects, he would not want that for his team. All right, so we're getting the first caller. We have Jeremy calling in. All right. Big up, Jeremy. No, go on.
Yeah, but there. Quick question, right?
Yeah.
I think personally, and I pick comments. I think personally, that we need to clean the whole house.
Mm-hmm.
The parish councillors association is who get together and elect the JFF. Am I correct?
What was that? Well, yeah, the Parish Council Association. Yeah.
I was listening to some different conversations yesterday, and in these same parish council stuff, some of these people have been there for years, not moving and no improvement. I think we need to go after those people first. Start make up nice and get them out first, because these are the ones that everybody keep everybody in. You know what I mean? Friends that keep being friends, right? Because if these are the same guys that's gonna vote back in, you know what I mean, your Michael Ricketts on them, right? We have to get rid of them first.
All right, so at this present moment, we have to. Data wind is a pressing issue. We can move this one element right now. Then we can then further our attack. It's like a strategic military operation, right? So the immediate threat, you get rid of the immediate threat. Then now you can strategically approach the other away factor, because the immediate threat doesn't necessarily mean it is the only threat or the most dangerous threat but you have to get rid of the immediate threat, because that immediate threat can be the one that derail you. And at this point in time, the immediate threat would have been Dalton Wind, and he's one actually derailing us right now. So let's get rid of him. Then now we can strategically approach the parish association and see how they do business and see how best we can assess it.
Okay, there's another thing I want to say real quick. There's going to be a smoke screen coming out shortly. And this is what I mean by a smoke screen. And notice Mr. Rudolph Speed always be like a little spokesman, come out and say stuff, come out on the channel and answer like a stuff.
No, but there's no explanation for this one. No.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
Let me finish that.
All right.
And come out and try to quash this and say, like him get half, you get blame the JFF halfway, then say, there's more behind the scene, all that, right? It's just time that we stop doing this, because I tell you blaggers are very powerful. You know what I mean? But glad for only upon the scene, only very powerful, When I put fire underneath them tail, right? So don't stop doing all the big man, because I bring the light on everything, right? So I will always listen to one, because information we want to get, especially your channel, is a big man. You understand? It gets some good, valuable insight, So me always chill and listen to one and hear one go on, right? But I will listen to you because you on the ground at Jamaica, you understand? So you know what I go on, right? Anything about Premier League, you may ask, you understand? You have the answer. If you don't have the answer, you will get back to me, right? Because you depend on, you know what I go on. So I will listen to you guys, and the service where you bring, brother, is a great service.
Don't stop. Bless up, man.
All right?
Yeah.
Respect, big man. Respect.
All right, respect, Jeremy. Respect. People, the call line is still open. All right, so Jeremy bring up some good points in regards to addressing the parish association. As I said, at this point in time, in the army, right? When you're going on a battle, we have something called battle preparation, where you set up the strategic aspects of the battle. So you're going to attack from this side, you're going to attack from that side, or you're going to flank them, you're going to left flank, right flank. What formation you're going to attack in, arrowhead, white. There's a variety of things in regards to O'Neil, what is the calling number? I don't know, probably can look on the screen still. I don't know. O'Neil, just look on the screen, man. You'll see it. You'll see it. So yeah, there's vast strategies in how to approach the battle. But at this point in time, Dalton Wind is the immediate threat and the immediate danger to this Nation League campaign. If we can remove the immediate threat at this moment, we can say, okay, let's assess now how we can going forward. How we can move forward from here. But we have to get him out of the way first. So we have to clear the air. Now, aspect of it is this. Normally, on a normal basis, Rudolph Speed would have been the one. Who, all right, so let me stick up in on that. Big up O'Neal.
Military.
Yeah, me there. Give me a second, me write something, because my brain not so hot enough, so I have to write it down. I have to write it down to remember it.
Your brain not so hot, but you got jokes this morning. You got jokes.
No, man, that's what I say, man. Hey, if you meet me in real life, man, you're going to realize, man. Anybody in the comment section, in the comment, will know me. I'm going to know that me and somebody just me always I get joke and always a laugh. Once you know me. So we are now. Yeah.
This thing is serious in the military. And I think the father them have take a stand. And you need to support them. And nobody is indispensable. So there's no one man can start the show or hold up the progress of Jamaica football. At least they shouldn't. You know what I mean? But why is it the JFL? Is this man such an integral part of the program where they can't let him go? And if that is true, then we have bigger problems than that. Also, right? I notice you love use your military analogies. When it all comes down to it, this must be laid solely at the feet of Mr. Ricketts. He may have full responsible. You understand? He's the head of the organization. Okay? And it simply means that he's not doing his job. Because this man report to him. He's not doing his job. Okay? So after this man leave the program, Mr. Ricketts need to go as well.
Agree, 100%.
The issue is that you know, from ever since somebody mentioned the parish levels, but from ever since, you know, football from the parish level go right up, way up, there's a eat a food thing, you know. You understand? Everybody come and eat a food.
But we have to be honest still now. You see, football is also a business now. So the business aspect of it must be taken factor. But the thing is, when they are doing that with the money, what are they really doing with the money? Are they really getting back the money into aspects of the footballing industry where they can improve? That is the problem. But it's a business, and for every single organization, Nyam food will go on night. But the problem is this now, when you have Nyam food, I now put back nothing in the organization to better the football in the country. That is where the huge problem is. Because I think, based on what I've seen and people that I've spoken to, every organization, every federation, Nyam food. But Jamaica just greedy.
But eat a food, you know, is not profits different from eat a food, you know. You eat a food at the detriment of the organization.
Well said.
Profits is different from eating a food. Eat a food, man only care about eat a food, they don't care about the organization. You understand what I'm saying? So listen this now. One of the things I think the players are very disgruntled about is they keep on saying they don't have no money. JDF, United JFF, cash strap. Okay. But at the same time, I think the players then get an inkling, say they're cash strapped, but they can do other things aside from what they're supposed to do. You understand? Like bringing this big old contingent, go to Europe and all of these things. You understand? So the players looking at and seeing that. You understand? But when they're supposed to put them up in a decent hotel, then cash strap. So I think the players then feel like, say, they don't want to spend the money where it is to be spent, right? And they're spending it doing other things, possibly even stealing it too. You understand what I'm saying? Let's be real here. Okay? So it's not a matter of say they're not willing to make a sacrifice to pay the betterment of the program, take less money, even sleep in a old dump hotel, right? For the betterment of the program, if they truly believe that the JFF don't have no money. You understand? I don't think they're buying that
coming from the JFF. The vibe that I get is that the player them feel say, yo, they're not doing to do with the money because they're not eat it. You understand?
You know, what we should also look at.
That is the vibe. That is the vibe that when you think the players them are realized, are they been realizing it from a long time and they might take a stand now?
Yeah, when the players them, right? They're on the plane and here so this man I can't come because the cash shop. When you look up top, you see the president cock up in a first class. I said, but we don't cash shop, man. All players can come and the money can come. Who know for there? We don't need them. Why purpose they serve? So that no can players can look on and say over years players are look on them things that happen over years, you know, and I discuss it now. But you know what happened now? I strongly believe that most of these things are really boiling out now because of the highlight that is being spread on the JFF. Jamaican football, highlight the Jamaican football is right now on various aspects. So every single aspect of Jamaican football, there's a high level of accountability. There's a high level of accountability right now. So when you have the vloggers them now on board and them say, okay, every little thing happen. If a pin drop in a JFF, if vloggers them come out and say, hey, you know, so I'm pin drop though. So people are now knowing what is happening. Yeah, because they're never under that much pressure.
They had a free reign to do what they wanted to do. Now they're subject to scrutiny. And that is the reason why all of these things are coming to the forefront now. You know what I mean?
Agree.
The issue is though.
Are we are sat there eat food though? Look like we are sat there in the food now.
Yeah, start them to eat food. And in whole different aspects of Jamaican life, politics too. But the issue at hand now, this man will resign or what? Resign, whatever. What is it? I mean,
Paul.
Like say, he must. Yeah, no, not Paul.
Dalton. I think we shall get some clarity by today. I do believe that by maybe this evening we shall get full 100% clarity because this is something that the players really stand up and, you know, and just the same as all the regular girls them came out and stand up on the aspect of Vin Blaine, and after the technical committee would have done them investigation, and I said, okay then, based off our investigation, Vin Blaine was not as bad as all the regular girls them make it seem. Then now them start look at the other aspect of it, but external parties and all these things, and then probably evaluate it. So let's not give the girls the power. Let's stick with Vin Blaine because we don't get anything. But this time around, no. This time around, no. This is not a coach anything. No. This is within the administration. This is where the technical committee is being affected. This is where the president is being affected. This is where the operations is being affected. So there's no need to show any investigation to show accountability for the mishaps. Everything is right in front of everyone. It is blatant in front of everyone, and there's no need to even do an investigation. So this time around, the level of accountability would have been thrown right on Dalton with his shoulder. Right on his shoulder. Yeah, everything is thrown on.
I want to make one more point before I get another man a chat.
Yeah.
Listen to this. But based on what is happening and the current situation that we need to play a game very soon, right? You know, see, it looks like Mr. Ricketts have no desire to bring this thing to a speedy resolution. Because this should have resolved even from last night. You know what I mean? If the player them shouldn't touch back Jamaica and this result. This should have been brought to us. He have no desire to bring it to a speedy resolution. Okay, he's a weak leader.
Agree. Yeah, man. I think he not stand on his foot. And when the players them ask the question now, the way him answer is him answer with unsurety, answer with fear.
I mean, you can't just a man by look, but you look at a shiesty character to me. I mean, I'm just saying that is my opinion. It's not fact.
Like what kind of character?
He look kind of shady, man. He look kind of shady. He have a shady look.
We're saying, yeah, shady look. You know, this of a woman here, me say just a nice person, and maybe just too nice. He not have that steel. No, he not run business.
if you can't do that, step aside and give it to somebody who can. Okay?
Yeah.
The reason why he doesn't have the power that he should have is because he's weak. And so Mr. Weak, you know, who seems to be a little bit stronger than him, have all the power what him should have.
That's true.
Okay? So he might be a good manager, but he's not a good leader.
Yeah.
You know?
His leadership style is not the right one, man.
Look at him, seems like he can lead.
As a leader, I know. One thing I know about as a leader, I know. Many years.
Managing and leading are two different things.
Exactly. Many years in the army, you know, teach me something about being a leader, you know. I was in position where sometime I'm in command of like say 100 and a little bit soldier, probably 200, operating as an hardly. Now, as a leader, not everyone would like you. That is just a fact. Not everyone will like you. But the important aspect as a leader is to get the job done.
But if everyone likes you,
so you do something wrong.
You're not a good leader.
No, you do something wrong.
80% like you, you're okay.
You're okay.
You're
in the proper leadership. Then the 20 are who just generally don't like you. And that's a part of it.
Who just don't like leaders.
Yeah.
Who just inherently don't like leaders.
Yeah, people don't like to be given instructions so as well.
But I'm listening to some other bloggers, and I hear they are very serious on this protesting. It seems as if they want to have a protest, but there is the school of thought is that protesting at the game is not the right time. They should be protesting up by JFF.
All right. So that's a good point. That's a good point because protesting at the game, you can actually. All right. So let me tell you. Yes, it's a sensitive one because protesting at the game can actually affect the players just the same, but it depends on how we go about the protest. In the event outside of the stadium, we'd have meet up and like we'd have done some videos, like some video shoot and just let it go public and viral and social media. Let people know about it. That there's a protest at the game. There's a protest at the game, but hopefully. The first part of the initial idea of the protest is to get rid of Mr. Wint initially. Then now we can further protest. So, okay, so this going forward, which we have the Mexico game as well, that these things are in place and we need these things to get started out before that. Now, with the protest, as I said, it's a sensitive one because you don't want the players to feel uncomfortable and the players to be concentrated on different things because there's so much happening right now, and we have to remember that the players are human beings just the same. That they're thinking about this. They're wondering if things are getting done behind the scenes. These guys are also wondering if anything's going to happen, if the whole shebang that they created, if it actually come to light, or the JFA will act on it. So they are still wondering on this aspect of it. But
listen, this man tendership is come to an end with one way or the other. Because listen, even if if they don't get to that, he will carry them to the players. And you know that work already. You understand? And try to fight for them. Okay? And he's not a true patriot. Because if he was a true patriot and he loved the program and he realized that him and the players then care, he would have stepped aside. Step aside and allow them to move on.
You really think that somebody will step aside from them bread and butter? No, but may I ask you a question? You really think somebody will step aside of them bread and butter?
But listen this now, right? If step aside, then they're going to force you out, or the organization going to crumble.
I think most persons would have waited until they force them out.
Well, you see, again, it's all going down to leadership. You can't tell me, say, they're not going to do it. If you step aside, they're not going to do it. They'd be hungry.
No, but no, what I'm saying is this, we can look at it as fans and say, okay, he needs to step aside. But I think that is actually his bread and butter. So I don't see, just as somebody I tell you, say, hey, left your job. Just get up and tell us to left your job. I don't see him stepping aside and just on the basis that, boy, things not go well right now.
No, but you tell me to left my job and the job no one, you two different things.
Good. The job no want you, which means that the person who's the employer should act. And the employer should act,
Well, Okay, yeah. If that be the case. But,
I can't see him stepping aside just like that.
Well, all right. You know what? Step aside then. Then it comes down to Mr. Ricky.
Mr. Ricky's the job, right at film foot.
But in every year, you the right at Mr. Ricky.
So you see?
Hey, you know what me have to say? Could never be the captain, boy. Could never be the captain.
0-100 hours, man, or 0-200 hours, man. Gone. And then now, if legal actions will take place, we deal with that later. But we have this sort of right now.
Yeah, man. That's the issue right now. I tell you. But yeah, man, I don't know what happened, but me, I support the players and I agree with them. If this man has step aside and don't take it to the players, we support you 100%. Make it, fix it, no.
No, man, fix it, no.
Fix it, no. If today have cast the dice, and so they have to follow through.
You know what people don't realize? Many people. All right. Bless up, you know, O'Neal. Thanks for calling here. All right.
Military.
Yo.
It good for yeah, get rid of wind, cause that the player them one. But when you get rid of wind, who we go appoint? Can it make no sense to get rid of wind and we appoint the next wind? Who should be wind replacement?
that is it, you know. But the problem is, you know, even if in the same sense, is that the same person employer wind is in position, they're going to be going for another person like wind.
So that's a bigger picture. If you look on the whole JFF should go. That's a bigger picture. If you look on the whole JFF should go. Cause right now them are hide there and win. Cause winter scapegoat. So like we not focus on them, but we are focused on it too. Cause who employer win should go to. Kind of make no sense. Who put wind in power still in power and go higher next wind.
I think so. I think that is it. Marcus Masaya said Sidel Amal is a great replacement. Kevin Williams said Dalton went as dirt and JFF, so they can't force him out. And if this happened, there will be far-reaching implication. At the end of the day, everyone got to protect them own ass. So Win says.
So now that go and when go in Jappy dirt for all of them, and then all of them go.
All of them go. At the end of the day, everybody have to go because as we just mentioned, that this holistically is going to be at the feet of the president. He's the one who have to and must step up and step in.
The president should fire Win and resign. This show say he's a soft leader. This show say not a leader. You're gonna make everything crumble because
it's gonna crumble.
And
then it'll become way more difficult. Edison Sports said the entire should be removed. Entire JFF should be removed. I think you all aware should see him census on that. That entire JFF should be removed. All right, people are going to close off at the 1 hour margin. So let me drop back your call up number so somebody can get in them last call.
People, remember, sign up a petition and share up the petition. People bring awareness to it.
Let people know what is happening. So people, we're going to close off quite soon. So so there's still an open chat. There's still a opening for another call, people. So jump on the call. All right, so I think I'm finish read what the article does say now. All right. There's another article. All have reported to have handed in his resignation. Let me read it now. I did say it in a previous interview. One of the JFF should have never allowed it to happen. Two gentlemen should have resigned, but this is what we have now established, and so we are reaping the whirlwind. But again, it comes down to the fundamental incompetence, and it's unfortunate. But that's where our football is, said Stewart. And whether or not Ricketts lives up to his word, supporting Win's resignation, Stewart said is left to be seen. Okay, so see what's happening now. Stewart actually, I wonder if Ricketts is actually quite okay with that as
you
well.
know what happened? Feel say Ricky just said that fi make the players them play match. He thinks that him like gonna get record. He just like just say somebody, he just say something, where some person have to hear. So they
never know.
You never know somebody get record. You tell them what they want to hear, so they go play.
So they go play ball.
But he never know say in the record, and this go force him to do action. Cause you say you agree, and you as the president agree win should go. And we don't see no movement to make. We need to go. When we go, we want to win for chat the dirt for you, so you can go.
Ronaldo said Jamaica is confident to win from Suriname or not. Boy, at this moment, I don't even know what to tell you. I'm being honest.
I don't think at this moment the fans them care about the result. They just
we just want things to fix. No, I have to care about it because at the end of the day, Gold Cup is on the line now. Well, it means there's no option for a general secretary, but in my experience, I found that Ricketts has not lived up to words or commitment. Wow. And so it may have been assurance to solve the immediate problem. We'll just discuss classic.
Yeah.
But again, in my own experience, he has not lived up to undertakings to me personally. So it really is what is a wait and see, because I understand that there was a similar issues in regards to someone else, and that didn't happen. So we will see. Whoa. This last part of the article, kind of highlights many stuff,
Yeah, some of the Ricketts are keep promises. I always make false promises.
So let me read it back again, people. I'm going to read it again, people. I'm going to read it again. So I want you guys to listen keenly, right? This is what it said. Well, it means there is no option for a general secretary. But in my own experience, that means he's saying that he has been in this situation before with JFF, with Wint, and understanding and knowing the president, Mr. Ricketts, so he's speaking from experience. So it's not asked about when here, so it matter about when no. I have found that Mr. Ricketts has not lived up to words or commitment. Listen to that. And so it may have been an assurance to solve the immediate problem. So they say, I agree.
Yeah, we make them
I agree.
They want for ears, so they tap in eyes.
So you say, I understand what I know. When time I did the reaction to it, to the voice note, when he said I agree, I'm saying to myself, agree to what exactly? Because he said nothing else after,
Yeah, that's why some they make sure come back and say you as the president. So you put context in it, don't say he agree, you make sure state it back and make people them know why agree too.
Yeah, but and then he say, yeah, but it still not say it out when I'm out. Why I'm free to say it out when I'm out?
Because we didn't have a secret for him and we need him to come out so we tell we secret them so him can go on to.
So
he just protecting himself.
Neil Sam said Ricketts sound like a 3-card man. You know the man when them tell said but pick a card and them a switch around. Switch around. And them a say, boy, if the next man come up on it beside him and say, yeah man, me put $1,000 upon that. And boom boom, and he win $1,000. I said, blows and skirt. I said, easy for win. That I said to yourself,
Yeah.
I said, me put $1,000 upon that too. Right, the wrong.
Yeah, he's a
con artist.
Ricketts is a professional con artist.
And then no, the next man come and say, give me $5 on that, and he win again. Not knowing say, the two man them a work together. And you have your $3,000 and them drill it out of your pocket. The man them smart. The man them a do them business. And a years them a do it for. So them have the experience in that. Them have experience in that. Anyways, alright, so I'll close off now, people.
Wait, somebody say link, somebody say partition link now go through. Alright, but I drop a next link for it.
Alright, drop a next link. You can put it in the pinned comment section as well. People, everyone who tuned in this morning, really appreciate it. This is a huge match. This is a huge game. And I'm really hopeful that the players get the proper rest. and recuperation needed for that game. I'm going to close off now. We have gone over the hour margin. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. I got to leave the stream at about an hour in between 1 hour 10 minutes. Yeah, but make sure you guys are doing good, people. We have
link.
Good. We have a new. We have more details. Stuff to come out. So as soon as those stuff information come out, most definitely I will be passing on those information. But people, thank you very much, everyone who tuned in. Really appreciate it. All you guys who tuned in. Respect it. It's an early morning, and many of you guys turned in. Hopefully, guys, smash the like button. Get the like over to 300 before you go, people. Before you go, hit the like button before you go, people. As you know, it really helps the channel. We have over 300 persons watching, and the like is yet. The like button is actually yet to hit 200. Nevertheless, if you don't like the content, go in the comment section and tell us what you didn't like about the content. Didn't we brought across any proper information? We didn't bring across any solid information. If we didn't do that, please go in the comment section and highlight it. I will most definitely try our best to work on that one. Until next time, people, Military Guna TV, we are out, people. Like, share, and also subscribe if you're here for the first time. We're out.
Military.
Well on it.
Ooh, well done, DJ. Karate well, DJ. Ravel, ball boy. DJ. Oh God.